YouTube and Instagram. Today is Tuesday, and Tuesday is the day that is governed by Mars, and Mars is currently at the 0 degree of Capricorn. So, one of the things that I love about astrology, well, I love everything about astrology, really, honestly, but one of the things, good morning, good morning, how's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Um, So Mars is at the 0 degree. Tuesday is the day that Mars rules, and Mars is at the 0 degree of Capricorn. Now, let me say, the way I study astrology and come to understand it is different than what I have seen, sort of, I what I've seen taught. Like, as I read books, right? So I read books, and the books give you information, but to embody these ideas and these principles, the rituals have to be, I don't know another way to do it. And that's the thing that is the difference between someone who is just like an astrologer and then a priest or a priestess or someone, because you literally have to embody the energies, the deities, the archetypes, and in the embodiment of them, there's a completely different experience than just it being in your head and being theoretical. And one of the things that I experience a lot when people get readings with me is that they are like, "You're spot on. That's exact." Like sometimes I'm able to like step into other people's fields and feel into their own thing, and I can give language to it because I practice embodying these energies, these deities, these, because the energies are already within us. They're already there, but the embodiment of them turns them on, activates them, like turning a light switch on. So with Mars is about your will. It is literally your will. And your will is the thing you need to move through this life. Now, the thing that's so fascinating as I do the work to embody these energies, what I've discovered is that our will has been handicapped since we were born, because we were born into a system that immediately wants to extract our will. And how have they done it? How have they done it? They have done things like, you have to have your baby at the doctor because you yourself cannot give birth. You don't have the power to understand the system of your body to give birth to a child. You have to give your children formula because the formula is going to be the nutrition, and your body is not enough. So from the very moment of our birth and even before, they are extracting our will from us. You go to the grocery store to get your food. You need to vote for somebody to get them to make sure that the systems are working on your behalf. All of this is outsourcing your will, which is your solar plexus. And if you cannot get what you desire from life, it is because your will has been outsourced by your systems. The system of your family, the system of your community, the system of your own consciousness, your will. Like this, does this make sense? Am I making sense? Because all I knew was that I didn't have access. Like I would want to create something and I couldn't do it because my will was handicapped, right? Your solar plexus. So we are an energetic system. This body that you're in is an energetic system that is moving light, the light of the sun through your system with breath, with heartbeat, with blood, constantly, right? And if your will is not attached from your pelvic floor, because you have seven, you have the chakras. We have more than 7 chakras, but we only talk about the 7. And so the first chakra is the root. And then the second chakra is our creative portal. So it's like the root is like I'm safe. The creative portal is like I create, and then this one I will. So if your will is not aligned, your creations cannot come into existence. Isn't that some fuck? That is just, it blows my mind because I'm able to see it in my own body. And your body, if your body is not aligned, if your chakras are not turned on, if your thoughts are all over the place, you're sending signals to your body that you cannot produce, that you are not in alignment with you're telling yourself, because these energy systems need to be all going in the same fucking direction. And if one is going over there and another one is going over there, if your crown is over there and your throat is over there and your will is back there with your mother, and if all these things are not turned on and aligned into who you're supposed to be, if you are a woman and you're waiting for love, then you're willing your energy into some future experience that doesn't exist. I'm telling you, this stuff, as I'm learning it, and I'm sharing it with you guys as I'm learning. And it's just mind-blowing because it's profound to see how this energy, how we've been conditioned to think and be, to think like, oh, I need love. Oh, I need money. All of that stuff is projecting your will outside of you, projecting your power. If you don't go inside and understand that everything is internal, then you project it externally and you never get what you really, really desire. And it creates frustration and depression and anger and sadness because you're projecting your energy outside, because you, from the very inception of your life, you have been told that it is external. And, it's like let me just say, this system, what these motherfucking white men have created, it's genius. It really is genius. So they literally created all sorts of systems that extract our will from us so that we become reliant upon them. The picture of Jesus as a white man, like, you need to believe in Jesus. It's like your will. They're literally saying, you need to believe in Jesus to have your will. And the picture of Jesus is a white man. So we all are projecting our will upon this deified idea that white power is the truth. This shit is, when you, I don't know if you guys are hearing me. I hope you are. But really, and the laws are completely outdated. They are collapsing right now. That's right. I'm feeling more and more connected. Yes. Woo! These people are genius. What they have done, and it's like the whole world has been on it. The whole world has been on this system that, that we need them, that they have the answers. The doctors have the answers, right? So you don't even go inside and think, how can I heal my body? Immediately you're like, I need a doctor, because your will has been projected into a doctor. Your will, your power, your will is your power. It's just like, when I literally am I sit in meditation and I hear it, I'm like, wow, that shit is profound. It is crazy, and how out of ourselves we've been. It is crazy how out of ourselves we've been. It is insane. It is insane. So with that, today begins the new moon cycle, and the moon is in Scorpio. And if you want to join the moon cycle, and that's exactly what the moon work is. The moon work is a system that allows you to come back into your creative power 1 month at a time, using the new and full moon energy, because you have to reorganize the energies. You cannot just jump back in. You have to go back and collect. That's the thing that's a trip. It's like, you can't just decide. Maybe some people can. I have not been able to. Let me say it that way. I have had to slowly go back and collect myself and gather myself. Oh, I believed that this love relationship was going to save me. I believed that I believed that this education was going to give me some sort of power. I believed that this title was going to, and none of it has anything to do. It's all internal. It's all your will, right? And so that's what the moon work does, is that it helps us go back and collect the retrograde classes, go back and collect where we gave our power away. And so Mars is our will. Mars is the embodiment. Mars is how you move through this earth realm. Mars is your physical body, right? And so Mars governs the solar plexus, which is your will. And so, like, if you've done exercise, been somebody who's really into exercise, they always say you need to have a strong core, right? Your core is your will. If you have a strong core, understanding in yourself what you are capable of, then no one can move you from your will. Favorite part of my morning is my presence, then hearing you. Oh, thank you. So let me just say, this stuff excites me so much. Like, I'm so excited by it. Like, I just get so, because I'm so interested in understanding how can I have dominion over this 3D reality. And because we're supposed to be able to think things into existence. We're supposed to be able to move energy. We're supposed to, like, we have all of this power and energetic systems, especially women. Especially black women, because you have melanin, and melanin is a chemical that is that literally speaks to the environment, because you absorb the sun, right? You absorb the light if you have melanin. And when people who don't have melanin reflect the light, so that's why they can't sit in the sun. They can't, because they don't have the melanin that allows them to communicate with the sun. And so you have to do other things. There are other things you can do, rituals that allow you to communicate with the sun, but you have to do those things to build your heart, right? Because the sun is ruled by the heart, and the heart is ruled by the sun. And so if you're someone who cannot absorb the sun, you have to do practices, rituals to open your fucking heart, so that you can let the light in to your heart, because the heart is the center of it all. So if you have a relationship with the sun where the sun is not your friend, you have to do work to open up your heart, because your heart can take in the light in a new way. And there are rituals for that. There are things that you can do to open yourself into a more heart-centered experience. Now, Mars at the 0 degree of Capricorn. Now, we have just had Venus and Mercury started their retrograde cycle in Capricorn. The sun is leaving Capricorn soon, and now Mars is coming into Capricorn, and Pluto, the devil, is in Capricorn, breaking down all our old ways of being, all the ways we've given our power away, our emotional power, all the ways we've given our mental power away. That's what these retrogrades are about. And we are feeling so, like, the intensity of, like, having to take your power back, having to come back into yourself, having to look to see where you've been waiting on somebody else or hoping somebody else. Realize that you are your own savior. Ain't nobody coming. You are the only one. You are it, right? And so now with Mars is moving into Capricorn, and so our embodiment. So literally, this is the energy, this is the final thing. Like your physical empowerment is coming back while Mars is in Capricorn. And so Mars will be in Capricorn for the next month, and this is going to be a really deep energetic that allows us to move into the embodiment of our own authority, right? So, like, I've been talking about the 3D reality, this Western mindset is coming undone. This is going to be like the final blow to it, because Mars is now going to be in a conjunction with Pluto in the next few weeks. So we're in for some really interesting stuff. And so the moon is in Scorpio. The south node has moved into Scorpio. So now we are in this experience where we're going to be really doing a lot of releasing, right? Releasing the way we've shared power, the way we believe that power is outside of us, our sexuality, all of that sort of stuff. as I've been talking to you guys about how I've been healing this, my experience of this UTI. And a UTI is about kidneys and the bladder and fear. That's really what it's about, and it's the fear of the unknown. So really, what I'm transmuting through me is my ancestral fear, because Pluto is our ancestors. It is the power that our ancestors gave away. So I've been transitioning this fear through my body and doing the work to come into trusting and knowing that I have the power to live my life in accordance with my own will. And the thing that's important to know is that the first chakra is the root. The second chakra is the creative portal, right? Where we create things. And then if that creative portal isn't connected well to the wheel, which is the third chakra, then the fear gets stuck. The energy of fear gets caught up in the second chakra, which then creates bladder infections, urinary tract infections, all sorts of internal stuff, because it can't channel all the way through. It needs to be able to move like a channel. So this is the energy that we are working with. So let me see what Infinite Potential says. Oh, baby, I was watching a cold northern sunset one day. I could see symbols and was in communication with the sun. 18 Celsius, and I felt warm and good. Yes, yes, yes. Because you are in that melanin, right? Melanin will allow you to I talk to the sun all the time. It really is a fascinating thing what the melanin will allow you to do. Like, it really does create, it just creates another reality when you tune into it that is profound. That's all it's just a profound thing. And the more we're taking in more light, the people with melanin are going to become more awake and more powerful, because we are the first line of the relationship to the sun. We are the first conduits of the connection to the sun. And so then as we connect to it, then we can assist others in connecting to it, which is what we are here to do. So what a powerful time to be alive. What a powerful, powerful time to be alive. And as Mars has moved into the 0 degree of Capricorn, and Capricorn is about our external authority, our systems, our structures. And the South Node has moved into Scorpio. We are about to watch our systems and structures really collapse really quickly. I mean, we're about to watch all sorts of secrets and bullshit come out of the crevices. These motherfuckers have been up to no good, okay? And it doesn't matter because we're protected by the love that the universe has for its creations, and we are a creation of the universe. So no one can come nigh and do harm to us except that we allow it, except that we give our will over, except that we give our power over. And it's important for us to understand that we have been conditioned for many, 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 many years, centuries, to give our will and power over, especially those of us who are in these black and brown bodies. And so come February 1st, I will be, for the whole month of Black History Month, I will be doing daily rituals and conversations around how do we, as Black people, take our power back. How do we take our power back? And it's important to know that one of the significant way of taking your power back is to realize that you gave it away, right? That we gave it away, there are no mistakes, and that we gave it away for a reason. There was a reason, and the narratives that we've been handed down are lies. So we don't want to continue to listen to those narratives and play them over and over and over again. We want to begin to really come into an understanding that we are in alignment with the higher forces of the creative, of the universal power, of the planets and the universe that is abiding within us, and that nothing can come nigh our dwelling place except that we agree to it. And so we're going to begin to break the agreements. We're going to begin to take the power back. Literally, just, I don't agree to that any longer. I'm done, right? And I send whatever the intention is for ill will, whatever the intention is to control, we're going to send it back to sender. Literally just project it back into the reality with which it's come, and free ourselves from the mindset, the practices, the beliefs, the conditioning, the systems that have been in place for many, many years. And all we need to do is shift our consciousness. And the universe is listening, and the universe will support us in new ways of being. And for those people who have aligned themselves to what we call whiteness, I really want people to understand that whiteness is a made-up construct. It is not real. It is not real. It is a made-up construct. People who are white are really Irish or Italian or German or English or, whatever they are not white. Whiteness is a construct that was made here from the Western European mindset to extract energy from the people who were, from others, from the earth, to extract, right? So for those people who are still aligning themselves with the mindset of whiteness, blessings on it. Whatever you need to do what you need for yourself. But that system is dying. The system of that understanding is dying. And my work is to teach, to support, to teach, and assist us in extracting our energy from our agreement to this experience of whiteness. And so as we do that, the experience of whiteness will continue to become debilitated, because we're going to pull our power away from it. So I suggest that the people who align themselves to it because they can, because it's given them some sort of privilege, that they will begin to pull their power away from it. Because if no one is holding the idea that you are superior, you don't have anything to be superior over. So, and your systems are not superior. So I just encourage people to begin to, do your heritage research so you can understand where you're really from, and go and begin to do the practices of your ancestors and not the practices of this system that is built on extracting the energy and the resources from people who are, not aligned into whiteness. So with that, yes. Let me see if there's something else someone has said. Ego is placed on check for me. I speak from a deep part of me. I am finding that part of me. Don't give a fuck. Yes. All right, you all. So today is a Mars day, and Mars is at the 0 degree of Capricorn. I encourage you to get yourself ready for bringing your power back to you, because this is going to be, these next 18 months, these next 3 months, this energy is about to really be rapid. I encourage you, join the 13 moons. Today is the first day of the next cycle. The moon is in the last quarter phase today, and we're having the new moon in Aquarius. The new moon in Aquarius and the full moon in Leo. We're going to be working on rebelling against the old ways of being, the ways that you have aligned yourself to old ways, and coming into your own divine connection, right? It's the thing about Aquarius. This moon cycle is really the most significant, and here's why. Because we're moving into the age of Aquarius, right? And it's like we're building a house, and we have to build it in our consciousness. And so you have to let go of your old ways of being. You have to see how you've been functioning. So for me, I can see in my mind that I have been functioning in this way of, believing that I need to wait for others, and that I'm not safe in the world, and that if I make the choices that I really want to make, people are going to be angry. I'm going to upset people. That's a way of giving people power, not really being true to myself. So now I see that, I've been doing that. So now I'm going to begin to do the work and the rituals to dissolve that behavior inside of me. And so this moon cycle is significant because it's the energy that we need to live the rest of our lives, like to coming into our true own individual understanding of who you are separate and apart from everyone else. Because when you understand who you are separate and apart from everyone else, then you know how you function. It's like, okay, I know that I have this gift and I have this gift and I can do this and I can do it. But you didn't know it before because, the world told you that was too much and that was not enough and that is not right. So we're going to pull all of our energy back so that we can then, with a full moon in Leo is like really coming into deep love of ourselves so that we can fully accept ourselves as we are and begin to function the way we are designed to function, not in alignment with giving our power away or waiting for somebody or this, if this was right, and understanding that you are creating your reality through your consciousness. You are creating your reality through everything that you think, feel, and do, and that nothing has power outside of you except that you give it over. So that's the energy that we're going to be working with. So I look forward to having all of you in the 13 Moons group, and we begin today. And so we have, tomorrow is really the last day to join. At the very least, the 20, today is the 25th, 6th, 7th. The 27th is the very last day to join. And every month, it's a subscription. You do not have to stay. You can stay for a month and come and go. But every month we work on a different aspect of our energy field to build it. And you have to build it slowly. You can't do everything at once. You have to literally do the work with the solar system so that you can enhance your energies in a foundational way, in order. There's an order to this, is what I'm trying to say, right? So you want to follow the order of the universe, and that's the work that I teach. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a really beautiful day. I love y'all so very much. Okay, let me see if there are any. All right. Peace and blessings. See you guys later, YouTube. Bye-bye.